558 graveyard quality. Only 442 more graveyard quality to go. I don't think I have an actual goal of trying to get 4 digits of graveyard quality, but it seems like a reasonable thing to aim for. I mean, really, what else am I doing with my time out here? So, look at all these zombies ready to do work for me. Probably. Why is it always the lentils that are in trouble? What is wrong with the lentils? Everything is wrong with the lentils. Nothing is okay with the lentils. Oh, we got more carrots. Good. Plant more of them. Are lentils growing? Lentils might be growing over here. Alright, that's good. Insufficient seeds, among other problems. Holding on to bowls and flitch? What am I even doing with my life? Alright, well, it's going to take a while before it's Snake Day, unfortunately. Talking to Snake is the next thing I need to do. So in the meantime, let's make sure that bodies are incoming. And keep working on them bodies. I think that's what we're doing, right? That's all we got is bodies forever. I don't know that there's really much left to do in this game besides bodies forever. Was I gonna leave this? 2-7, look at this body. Fantastic body. Decent place. I guess if I do all of the things to this, right? Glue, silver, gold, and lie, it'll be +5. We'll end up with 12 skulls. 12 is a good number of skulls. 12 is as good as it gets as far as graveyards are concerned. So let's do it. That's lie. So now it still needs glue, silver, and gold. And then we can bury it. And in the meantime, we'll start looking at using some of that porcelain I got, right? An adequacy of skulls. We definitely have enough skulls. We have enough of a lot of things. For sure. For sure. What was I gonna look at? Let's see. We have, like, piles of porcelain, kind of by accident, right? We've got some of these carved pieces of marbles that we put together. Again, mostly by accident, trying to do other things and ending up with a silver star one. So what do I need in order to make another columbarium? These bad boys. Oh no, this is the garbage ones. That's only 12. The good ones are 20. What do I need for the 20? You. 12 porcelain funeral urns, 2 silver star busts, and 4 polished bricks. 4 polished marble, 2 silver bust, 12... What is this actually called? Porcelain funeral urn. Porcelain funeral urn. Cool. How much you really want to do with filling the graveyard? You can make a second infusion table and super stock the carrots. Even in that case, I think I can't process that many bodies at once. Like, or because I'll finish processing a body before the next body will come. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I need to drag some ash with me. I think it might be as much as 5 ash per body. Per urn, rather. But I'm just going to take this whole stack of ash with me. And see if that's what I want. And then, I don't remember if I have to do it inside or if I can do it out here. you. Is it here? Porcelain pitcher. No. So it's got to be inside. I must need to do it in my actual oven, because that's cool. That's a cool place to fill up a porcelain urn. Is it not in the oven? Where do I do this? I guess I have the porcelain urn. Here it is. How many of these do I want to make? 12? It is, in fact, 5 ash per, which is some garbage. Why would I do this here? This is so awful. Like, this is not sanitary in the slightest. I mean, admittedly, I'm working with corpse meat to begin with, so sanitary is maybe not my primary concern. But, like, really? Really? It's weird. It's just weird, is all I'm saying. Alright, and then people need to be saved from themselves over here. Here, have this soul. Heal this soul. And then stick this soul immediately into a soul container. In theory, I should send this soul onto the afterlife, but we're mostly full up on the gratitudes, so I kind of don't care. They can stick around. Soul condition 4. Well, let's get you out of here. Before something terrible happens to you. Okay, so these don't look like they're degrading, right? This one's still at like 85%. So if this one starts degrading, we'll have to come back and check on it. It's at 76 right now. Come back and check on it later. Did you have something for me? No, you just told me to talk to Snake. All right, we're gonna talk to Snake at some point. All right, silver has started. That ghost trap could be upgraded to have 4 lights. That is certainly a thing I could do. Oh, I need to bring the other mats. Let's go grab the other mats. Plenty of room in my inventory for anything. Gonna need to burn way more bodies if we want that columbarium, more columbariums than I am currently having, though. What do I need? I need polished bricks of marble. Do I just have polished bricks of marble? We've got pieces of marble. Need 2 of these. I guess I can look here and see if polished bricks of marble already exist. Looking like no, which is probably correct. Polished bricks, yep. Make that many. And then what else do I need? The Silver Star busts I already grabbed? I already grabbed. So I can spend this time putting stuff away. I don't need that. I don't need that. It can hang out there. Anything else I need to do? Yeah, my storage is definitely not centralized. That's something I could work on, potentially. White paint. I guess if I wanted to do more, work on my wallpapers. Alright, I wonder where he put the polished bricks. Are they over here? They are. Lucky. Cool. That's enough to build a thing. I can do it. Oh, I should start working on more porcelain, actually. If I'm going to do this. Let's get more of this set up. White powder. Oh, I need to go chop up more bones for that? Okay. Well, that's a thing to work on. Certainly a thing. Marble Columbarium. It's interesting. So this Marble Columbarium up here is taking the spot of 2 graves, right? Which is actually potentially more valuable than the columbarium itself. If a grave can go up to 12. Maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe I don't want columbariums. You know, that had not occurred to me. That maybe I would not want columbariums. Under what situations could I put multiple columbariums in an area? I guess if I do 1... No, I can't fit 3 in a line. I can only fit 2 here. Which means 2 of them are taking up the spot of 3 graves. 40 instead of 36? Okay, that's actually beneficial. Yeah, this is actually not taking up extra space. Another grave could fit right next to it. Okay, so I want to look at things like this. And then I can fit 2 graves in those slots. So just taking up 1 graves? Yeah, that's probably worth it. What's up, buddy? This one is taking up 2 graves and needs to go, unfortunately. Sorry, buddy. You're poorly positioned. And also you're bad, but you know. This one, yeah, I can fit a grave next to it. So taking up 1 grave slot is fine. Alright, let's, Oh, hello, friend. Thank you for the faith in the story. Much appreciated. Let's re-up the body blessing. Don't care about sin-adjacent or sin-related blessings. I just want bodies to be good. Also, our church is great, which is good news. Our church remains great. Did you know? If nothing else is constant in an ever-changing universe, at least you know our church is great. Great sermon, absolutely. 100%. Fantastic sermon. Our church is great. I could go see pictures if I want. Everybody's awful thin backstory. Also, one thing I noticed that I was at least mildly distressed over. This needs to... What are we doing here? Gold? Go gold. Then it just needs to be glued up together. If I burn a body in the crematorium instead of burning it outside, I only get 3 ash instead of 5 ash, which is terrible. All right, this body needs to be chopped up. Now is the time for chopping. Do we extract bones? Bones don't do anything. Of course we extract bones. And then we grind them up for white powder. This is the worst brain I've ever seen in my life. Get out of here. I do have no shortage of logs to be chopped. That is accurate. Give it a better brain. I think we need to get rid of this brain first. Get out of here, bad brain. And then what? What else may be done with this body? Alright, so we just need 2 skulls worth of brain. And that'll get it to 12. Brain? Brain? Brains? 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 Found brains? So ideally, a 2-2 brain. I do not appear to have any 2-2 brains. It's unfortunate. Maybe a 2-1 brain, and then I can replace one of the other ones. Like I can replace these in this heart with a better heart. That might work. Are there 2-2 hearts I can use? Yeah, 2-2 heart. Now this is a body that is ready for manipulation. This body I gotta work on. Put this other heart back. I might be able to gain value out of that heart at some point in my life. Possible. I have... Yeah, there's an infinite amount of raw wood to be chopped up. Whether it's wood lying outside of my church because I haven't moved it yet, or wood that is available from other places. Alright, we needed white powder. How much white powder do I have? Also, where is the white powder? Salt. Silver powder. That's white powder. It's not a lot of white powder. Maybe I have extra white powder lying around? That's a thing that might happen. I know I have extra salt lying around. Lots of extra salt. Wow. It looks like just the 1 stack of white powder. Which, unfortunate. Need you to make me some white powder, buddy. Where does white powder come from? Bones and limestone. Well, we have no shortage of bones. How much white powder did I need? I don't know. Unclear. Make that amount of white powder, please. And maybe make more speed potions? Running low on blood. Not enough bodies. And also chaos solution. So I guess make some more chaos solution when you have time to make chaos solution. White powder! Start working on more urns. I need 3 more urns before I can make the next columbarium. Perfect. Alright. Leave that to hang out there. I'm gonna start you on a few more polished bricks of marble. Just in case. I'm gonna need to make more busts too, which is awkward. What was I using the gold star busts for? Something, presumably. Body's probably looking good at this point. Body just needs glue now. Glue, glue, glue. Alright, that's fine. That's a-okay. We've got yet more time to kill. Plenty of time to kill. Time to kill and bodies to improve. Alright, so what about this body? That body's fine. 2-5. It's not going to cut it, is it? Ah, because it's got these garbage intestines. Although all it needs is a 2-1 intestines, which I feel like we can make happen. Yep. Can, in fact, make happen. This body is now also ready for manipulation. Cool. The automation chain for bodies is getting there. None of this is automated. It's entirely manual work. But the supply chain is there. We've got product stacking up, waiting to be manipulated. All right, next body is going to need all of the things. And this body is going to need burial. All right, we've got glue started. Let's take this bad boy out. Fill out that extra spot out here. Do I like that? I'm not sure if I like that, actually. Maybe I want it flush against the top. Do I care? Do I know anything about this? I think I do care. I think I want it flush against the top. Corpse interred. Alright, now we need 12 points worth of grave. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Do I want to give this sculpture just the headstone? 15 wreaths worth of headstone. These are absurd numbers. This is ridiculous. Who could even use this? Like, alright, I'll just do this. And then it doesn't even need a fence. With 0 fence, it is literally as good as possible. All right, we'll give you just a regular wooden fence. Sure, just so you have something. Just so you have something. Since that is apparently as good as it's going to get. Fascinating. Any of these other bodies need to be pulled? I feel like there's a bunch of these like 5s, 4s, whatevers that I've just never touched and need to eventually be touched and replaced. But like, not 100% ready to do that yet. Not super important yet. We are, however, going to need more, more of these. Tear them up? I mean, it's something to do, for sure. Oh, these intestines need to go. Why am I even hanging on to them? What have I done? Ceramic funeral urns. Oh no, but they're bad. They're bad funeral urns. Why did I make bad funeral urns? I've made inefficient decisions. Need to bring some more billets here. If we're going to be burning corpses for ash. Which, no, eventually. Oh, and I need to clean up. There's a bunch of stuff I need to clean up. There's plenty to do. Here, have some porcelain. Alright, let's check on the body, and then we'll loop around to my basement and try and fix whatever was going on over there. What's up, buddy? You look like you could use a different injection. Have some silver. Have some gold? Have some gold. Yeah, have some gold. Then you just need silver and lye. You can drop off these intestines. I'm sure they'll know what to do with them. Also taking these speed potions. They're mine. My speed potions. Going to eventually need more speed. And then there's this mess, which is partially cleaned. Requires yet more cleaning. Alright. Come back here in a week. That's going. This is not going. Because it needs water? Because the additional money I'm going to make by selling beer is relevant in any way? How much money do I currently have? 135 gold. I have more money than I know what to do with. Money is not an object at this point. Alright. That's dealt with. Am I just tearing them up now? Is that what I'm doing? I need busts. Where do I make busts? Oh, busts are over here. Carved piece of marble. Ooh, I need to bring more faith up. Okay. Out of, need the stuff. Need the good stuff. That's alright. I got, like, 700 faith I'm just sitting on. Waiting for a purpose. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what. We found a purpose. Apparently it stacks up forever, which is great news. Don't need to worry about faith spilling over into additional trunks. Alright, I have some extra faith. Did I have the faith over here? I might have. Okay. Good. Alright. What happened to the chisel? There was a chisel here. Was there not a chisel here? Disappointing. Hang on. We got a soul to free. Come back to this in a second. So much work needs to be done with every single one of these bodies. Heal that soul. And then throw that soul directly into containment. Okay, so these are degrading. Which means this absolutely needs to be replaced. Because it was at 76 earlier. So this Soul Container 2 needs to be replaced. Soul Container 3 looks like it doesn't actually have any degradation. But Soul Container 2 does. So that's got to be fixed. Ooh, this is a good body. You need silver and lye, but you need lye first, because silver won't take right now. $2.7, that's correct. $3.5. What? What are we working with here? Dark Heart. Wow. Kind of incredible components. Oh, look at this brain. Amazing. But we can make do with average components. We don't need incredible components. The incredible components can be saved for a later situation when incredible components are required. That is not our current situation. You need the fat removed also. All right. So to go along with this 1-1 intestines, we need a... Probably remove the skull, actually. We need a 2 heart and a 2 brain. We got a lot of these, like, 2-1 hearts. We need a 2-2 heart. And then we'll also need a 1-2 brain. Do we have 1-2 brains? Got a lot of 2 brains with no red skulls. But that's okay. We can use this and then just take off the skull. And then we will have our 2-7 corpse ready for work. Bodies don't need skulls, right? It's probably fine if they're skullless. I imagine that doesn't really cause any problems in terms of burial. Don't suppose the families will be worried about that kind of thing? Probably not. Seems like a fairly minor thing to be concerned about. Figured yourself out? The lie has been injected. And now is the time for silver. How are we doing over here, by the way? 1 silver, 2 gold, 1 lie. 0 glue? Woof. Gotta go make some other stuff. We out of glue! How do we run out of glue? What do I need for glue? Glue requires glue! Okay. Probably should have seen that one coming. Make me a glue. 40% zombie. That's right. The good stuff. You know what? Make me one of everything, actually. We need a glue. We need an alkali. Ah, lie. Alkali. I get it. And then we'll need a silver elixir and a golden elixir. 1 alkali. 1 silver. Let's use the easier to replace life extract. And 1 golden. Put it together, buddy. I believe in you. Two 2-7 bodies ready for processing. Great. And you're all set. We'll just put this glue away for now. You're ready for burial. Let's start another one of these bad boys processing, yeah? Silver going. All right. Silver going. Into the graveyard. Man, if I didn't have speed potion, I don't even know what I'd be doing with myself. I would be so miserable. Oh, we can just pack them in here. This is beautiful. We'll give you a smashing grave fence. This 11 grave fence, my god. Overly impressive, this grave fence. Let's give you an 8 to go with this stone plinth. Do I have an 8? I do have an 8. Fantastic. $12 even. Exactly what that's supposed to look like. Beautiful. Beautiful work. You're going, you're not going, you're sitting there. That's appropriate. You're not supposed to be going yet. Might take a while before we get you going. We do need to stock up the carrot. Have some carrot. Do we need to go check out the basement yet? It is Crown's Day. Will it have refilled? Is it time? Are things looking okay here? Not yet. Not yet. Not till the end of the day. I don't know exactly when they poof, but I guess they haven't poofed yet. It's almost Snake Day! Oh, that's exciting. We've filled time appropriately. It's almost time for plot to occur. Alright, we've done silver. Next can be any of the three. Have some gold. Wait, can't have some gold. Have some lye. Yeah. I guess I could be working on the columbarium, but we need more ash in order to actually fill that out. We need more bodies that I have burnt up. Wonder if I should be using my gratitude more. How would I be using gratitude more? I guess I could do this remotely. And then I don't need to worry about being there in order to start the next thing. That's one way to use gratitude. Or I could have... Ooh, I could have souls. I could do remote control autopsies. That's cool. That's probably a cool thing that I could do. I mean, I've got this thing here. I could be setting tasks here remotely. All kinds of work I could be doing. I think we needed steel chisels. Right? Needed one of these. Go make me one of those things. So that I can craft one of these things. Did you do it? Good job, buddy. Better be good. I'm watching you. Keeping my eye on you. If you give me a bronze star bust, I'm going to be very mad. If you low roll on the bust, I will be wroth. Alright, good. Good to hear. Everything's fine. Might as well just take the materials, I suppose. Don't know that I can trust you with them. Only 3 polished bricks of marbles. Why only 3 polished bricks of marble? How about you polish a brick of marble for me? Thanks, buddy. How much ash do we have left over? I have enough ash for 2 more porcelain pitchers, which is not enough ash. I should take the pitchers over, though. There's no need to leave the pitchers here. I don't have just ash lying around here, do I? I have 20 broken glass that I don't know what to do with. That's cool. That's a cool thing to have. There's random faith lying in one of these trunks. Not like the rest of the faith. Carved piece of stone. So much random detritus out here. Alright. Here's the next test. Can I do this remotely? That was lie. Next is glue and gold. Gold, go. Oh, I can do it remotely. And it cost me nothing? It cost me nothing? Wow, it cost me nothing. Cool. That was glue. That was not glue. That was gold. Cool. Cool. I like that I can do that from... Okay, that is actually beneficial. We did it. We found some benefit out of all of this soul garbage. Oh, is what's-his-face here yet? Is it time? I don't know when he shows up. Yes, he is here. All right, let's go. Keeper's Book. Snake, could you please tell me what you know about the Keeper's Book? Why is everyone so interested in that book all of a sudden? Fine, listen. In the times of the Third Keeper, stories of his talents spread far and wide. The black market folks were especially interested in his achievements, and his soul apparatus thingy was no exception. Soul apparatus thingy. After the third keeper left, an offer was made to sell his book. The seller wanted to remain anonymous, so the deal was arranged in one of the dungeon's darkest rooms. According to the stories of the people who took part in that deal, their eyes almost fell out. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Good, you do have to specify. That could have gone either direction. It was the sight of a jumping silhouette. To this day, nobody knows who it was. This thing jumped up on the box, left the book, said that it contained everything apart from personal information, took the money and jumped away. So that's where you got your alcohol money from, eh, Jerry? So what's with the book? What's with the book? Turned out to be completely useless. It was incomplete, missing the blueprints of key mechanisms. That's why nobody could use it. That book would still be collecting dust in a storage room if it weren't for some crazy man with burning eyes, desperately trying to find it. I agreed to sell it to him for an enormous amount of money, just as a joke. Funny joke. Good joke. And you know what? He bought it. Oh, yeah. Alright, so Jerry might know some things. Great. Well, doubtfully knows anything, his memory being what it is. I wonder how it's even connected. Alright, so now I gotta go talk to Jerry. Is that the new task? Try to find out about the missing part from Jerry. Alright. I could do that. This finished, so now it needs glue. Nice. I mean, we're going down that way anyway, but it is always nice to be able to do it remotely, for sure. So where does that put us on souls? It's happening. It's not costing me any gratitude, though. Interesting. All right, buddy. Jerry, do you know where the lost part of the Keeper's book might be? Which lost part? Oh, I see. Of course you don't remember anything. Right. I don't remember anything. I've got amnesia, remember? I just got a crazy thought. What the hell? Let's try it. Listen, I lost a ring around here. I think it might have rolled behind your box. Would you mind if I search for it there? Sure, no problem. Lost part of Keeper. There we go. There we go. How come nobody found it here yet? I think I should show this to Smiler. All right, we've got more jobs. Love jobs. Why are you so excited? Well, I managed to find the lost part of the book, and it had some information about you. Oh, it did. That's good to know. That's great. One less uncertainty in my life. Basically, you were an 18-year-old young man who suffered from a serious illness. They tried to heal you at the workbenches here, but something went wrong. They ended up with a soulless body and something else. All that was left of his soul. Apparently, you are all that's left of this young man. Yes, I see. I'm a residual entity, but I'm not that person. Now I understand why the former keeper treated me like that. But you're still... Don't worry, I don't care. What should I do? Sit and cry about it because life let me down? There's no connection between me and that dead guy. Not anymore. How philosophical. It all makes sense to me now. Thank you for that, Keeper. What are you gonna do? Well, you know, I can't stay here forever. Even if I'm just half a soul, I'll still decay. But since we had so much fun together, maybe you could fulfill my final wish? Sure. I'm all about fulfilling people's final wishes. Which is? Will you send me through the portal? That I can do. I can take that one on. Are you sure that's what you want? Yes, of course. Look, time will pass, you'll leave this place. And then what will I do? Sit here and watch Gary drink? Beyond that, all that's left is to wait until I disappear completely. I see your point. All right, I'll help you out. Well, let's go. Let's do it. Smiler, you can change your mind at any time.
Ah, come on. I'm 100% sure.
Hey, what's going on here?
Smiler decided to leave.
Oh, this is great. It's about time. Finally, everything will be nice and quiet again, just like it used to be.
Gary, you shouldn't talk like that, especially right in front of him.
It's alright, Keeper. Don't worry. At least I won't be staring at an annoying frozen face all the time.
Don't joke about that.
Why? It's pretty funny. Guys, enough. Are you ready?
Why even ask? Let's do it! Well, I didn't go very far or see very much, but what we did together was fun. I hope our souls will meet again. Goodbye!
See ya, buddy. Thanks for the help. Adios.
Ah, so that's how they fly away. It's so beautiful.
Do you want to be sent through the soul portal too, buddy? I can make that happen for you. Alright, well. Is that it? That might be it. That might be the end. I've said this like 3 times now, but I am now once again out of direction. Maybe Jerry has direction for me. Do you have direction for me? You do not. Nobody has direction for me. You ready for burial? Great. $26 white skull body. How many was on this one zombie over here? Was it 20? I think it might have been 20. How did we do? Hang on, let's get this body started. What I believe to be the theoretical max over here. This many skulls. Is that 15? Is that 16? I think it's 16. What is my theoretical max on these things? Like, this one is 12. Which, sure. The most you can get out of embalming, is 5, right? 2 out of... Is it 5? You get 2 out of gold. And then silver, glue, and lye. Previous max? What do you mean previous max? How do I get to 26? Hang on. This is information I need. Okay. What am I missing? How am I missing 10 whole skull value? Like, I know that you can get up to 3 skulls on each organ. You can improve your... Oh, that's right! You can improve organs with souls! I had forgotten about that. Well, let me bury this body, and then the next one can be amazing. Oh my god, can you actually get to 26? That's wild. Alright, we got to make a 26 skull zombie. That sounds amazing. Gorgeous. Yeah, I had forgotten about that. All right. Well, let's take some of these 3-3 here. Can I add? I didn't think it would let you go above 3 white skulls though. Yeah, see, I can only add more red skulls. I can't go above 3 white. I mean, I could take one of these and add a white skull to it. But I think I can't go above 3-3. Oh, really? You can, like, improve, like, skin or whatever? Wow, that's pretty wild. All right, we should try that for sure. This has glue. Hang on. That was glue. Let's give it some silver injection now. I'm out of silver. All right, let's give it gold. Still need silver and lye, and I need to go make some silver. Make all this stuff. It's all just sitting here, ready to be made. Alright, let's just grab Anne's skull and play around with this and see what we can do. Well, it never occurred to me that you might be able to do this with other organs. No, it's not going to let me do it with the skull. Suspicious. Maybe it's not this. Maybe the skull specifically I can't. I can do it with the others. All right. All right, I'm listening. We need to throw this in one of these holes real quick. About to run out of storage space. Skull and bones can't be improved? Okay. So that leaves flesh, fat, and skin as potentially improvable. And blood, I guess? I don't know about improving blood. I've got too much use for blood. But sure, let's try and improve these. Oh, yeah! Gotta test blood anyway, I guess. Modified fat. How modified? It doesn't show the stats on it. Oh, it does show the stats on it. It was minus white before. Okay. Oh my god. This is amazing. Alright, this guy needs to go over here, where I will eventually do things with him. That was gold. Next needs to be lye. Well, now that I have this, I really want to take this bad boy and see if I can make him better. Like, he doesn't even have fat, right? But if I give him this plus 3 fat... $19. Okay, his work efficiency hasn't changed, though. His work efficiency hasn't changed. It's still 40%. No! It did change! I just needed to pick him up. I just needed to take a look at it. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, let's give him just some really sickeningly powerful skin also. Let's make his skin better. This zombie deserves better skin. It's not like I don't have enough sin lying around. Modified skin. Absolutely. This is going to be the most powerful zombie in the world. Looking like handsome Squidward. This is going to be the most Bishi zombie in the world. Alright. Remove the bad skin. Apply the great skin. Nice. Back into position. 52%, my god. My god. I wonder if this applies to the... I wonder how many, like... If you bury a body, can it provide more than 12 value? That is a thing that I've never tried to do on my own. Like, I've never experimented with that. I was under the impression that you couldn't provide more than 12 graveyard quality from a body. But I guess I didn't test that myself. What do you need? Silver? You need silver. Alright, this place is finally looking cleaned up. After all those boxes of goods I sent out. That the game doesn't guide you to these new possibilities is a little disappointing. Yeah, it kind of is. What do you still need? We didn't do a modified flesh. So we can modify some flesh here. I guess we can modify some blood. I guess I'm okay with that. Can, in fact, modify blood. Fascinating. Modified blood. Wow. It's true, because it says organs, right? I just assumed it was, you know, the big three. Dang. This so feels like cheating, though. God, this zombie's gonna be amazing. This zombie's gonna be a faster worker than I am. He's gonna have work efficiency of like 150%. Remove the bad flesh, add the good flesh. Put some blood back in your system. %65%. Amazing. Absolutely astounding. Might still take his skull. Who needs skulls, right? Bunch of headless zombies roaming around. 65% work efficiency. I love it. Thank you for your service. Oh, wild. Should I give this guy some modded skin too? Give him some modded fat just to see whether or not it affects things. Let's mod some more fat. One more fat. $26 bodies to fill the entire graveyard and replace all the zombies. That'll take a fair amount of work. Fair amount of work. Embellish skulls and bones with gold and jewels. My god. That would be some value for gold. The thing is, like, a lot of those stuff are limited, right? Like, there's only so much gold in the game, I think. Maybe I'm misremembering. But there's definitely some things that, like, you just can't get extra stuff of. Because, for whatever reason, they don't let you back into the dungeon. This is a 5/4 body. Oh gosh, this body needs work. All these bodies need work. I didn't do the autopsies. $114. All right, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna bury this body and see if I can actually get full value out of it. Oh, that's right. That's right. You can get it from mining on your own, just in other places. That's so awful, though. Like, you can't automate that. And that's no fun, either, right? Like, going into the dungeon is fun. At least it gives you something else to do. $15. It does provide extra value. It's not capped. Wow. Oh, the things we could do with this graveyard. Well, well, well. Oh boy. Yeah, fishing is also not automatable and therefore garbage. Complete and utter garbage. You can buy gold jewel stuff from the merchant. That's true. That's true. As long as you have money, you can once a week get more gold stuff from the merchant. All right, we gotta get one of these other bodies ready. Keeping the blood this time, though. They can't have my blood. We've got so many uses for blood. Which has the components too, I suppose. Wow, these are some garbage organs we're working with here. That's a good brain, though. Alright, so we just need to get to 2-7, which means any old garbage heart can fill in here. Like this one. Perfect. Get in there. 2-7 gets me to 12, which is really all I wanted out of these bodies. Silver has started. This is done. And we're out of storyline content. So now it's just a matter of what I want to fill my time with. Do I even want to be doing this? It's something to do. But, like, do I? I guess I don't really know what else I'd be doing with my time. God, I'm so impressed with this zombie. Look at that guy. What a champion. Oh, this is the garbage heart. Get out of here, garbage heart. Turn you into... Can I mod the dark organs? Are dark organs moddable? What's gating the plot right now? I think we're actually out of plot, Cryptomancer. There might be more plot that I don't know about, but I cannot mod the dark organs. Okay. I think the only piece of plot left is the actual, like, beating the base game, which I have done before, but doesn't get saved once you do it. Like, there's nothing here. So unless the problem is just I haven't talked to the right person. But I think we've actually gone through all of the remaining plot at this point. You can go to the Dead Horse and talk to Horadric and see what he has to say for himself. This is like all stuff that I've done before, right? None of this is new. Do you know about the previous Graveyard Keepers? Oh, this isn't even from this DLC. This is a previous DLC. You can't even skip past it once I've started it. Terrible. Is there even other people that I could talk to? Like, all that's left with anybody, I think, is stuff that's like leftover story elements from the previous DLCs, or just trading. I don't think I have access to the remaining NPCs, right? They're just not around. Pretty sure. What happened to Yurik? He left, right? He went into town or something. Everything got cleaned up, and all that's left is like talk about previous graveyard keepers, but that's from the first DLC, right? Or second DLC or whatever it is. Renovate the graveyard or end the game early. I think that's it. I think that's it. You know, maybe we switch to CSD. I'm actually not particularly enthused about grinding the graveyard. Like, as something to do while I'm waiting for anything else to happen, it was fine. But, like, just on its own, I'm kind of not excited about trying to get, like, 26 skull bodies into the graveyard. We played Noita last night. Not enthused about more Noita either. Yeah, you know what? I think I am going to... I think I'm okay with saying I've accomplished everything I intended to accomplish. Let's do something else.